Next up, in Blue Underground 4K discs that I've been watching, I watched Daughters of Darkness. This was one of the movies that I knew probably the least about going into it. In fact, I knew nothing. This was one of those ones where I just took a chance. I knew it was very different from the rest of their output, and I was just really curious about checking it out. And the basic story is about Stefan and Valerie, a young couple who've just been married. Now, it seems like Stefan's got a bit of a strange history, which is a bit of a mystery that will be explored throughout the movie. They're on a train going for their honeymoon. They stop off at this hotel, which is pretty much abandoned. They are the only two patrons staying there, along with the concierge, who is just constantly prevalent throughout the movie. And things start to change a little bit when we get the Countess Bathory and Ilona, I think her name is. This strange pairing of, well, vampires that turn up at the hotel, and they have a very strange elegance about their manner, and it's basically these people in the hotel, seduction and murder in mind. Very simple setup, and it is very sparse. It's a movie that feels very minimalist in the way it's designed. Large open spaces that are framing a lot of the action of the people within the scene. You know, the actors always look small. It always seems to be longer shots in certain points, just to make the hallways a little bit wider, to make the staircases a little bit more grander, to make the sitting rooms feel really large. And it has this effect of creating an almost gothic atmosphere throughout the movie because of the grandeur that it creates. There is, of course, the mystery of the clerk who knows the Countess Bathory, who was there when she signed in and stayed at the hotel 40 years prior, and she hasn't seemed to aged a day. So he's already on the back foot. Bathory just lies about it. You get a wonderful performance by Daniela Sierig, who is Countess Bathory, and she is the heart and soul of the movie. She is the one person that we are focused all our attention on. She is the seductress, the head vampire, the woman that is after everything within this movie. And we have this young married couple, and it's good to see them kind of just having that relationship. There's already a little bit of tension in amongst it because of the history that Stefan has. He's not really taking his wife to meet his family, so there's some kind of something going on there. And the Countess kind of has an attraction to Valerie. She kind of wants her, and her current concubine, Ilona, seems to be the one that's going to be sacrificed or pushed to the side, replaced. And it's a whole host of mind games throughout this. It's vampires being succubus, literally latching themselves onto somebody and manipulating them. And that's what this is. It's a very manipulative type of vampire who almost play with their food at certain points, and it feels a very different kind of vampiric movie as well, because it doesn't stick to a lot of the tropes that vampires have. It alludes to some of them, but it never quite shows us the effects of these type of things. There's a wonderful scene where Valerie has had enough. She's leaving Stefan, she's just going for the train, and the Countess Bathory manages to beat her before she manages to go on the train and seductively pull her away from that, ultimately taking her freedom away from her and kind of dooming her at the same time. And it's one of those wonderful sequences that you're almost screaming at the TV for Valerie to go on the train and get the hell away from this situation that is ultimately doomed at the heart of it. I love the way it's staged and shot. I love the use of colours within this, particularly red, which is, at the time of this, when it came out in 1971, was probably a fairly new thing. It feels a little bit overt now. It's in your face a little bit, but I kind of liked the use of red throughout the movie, whether it be the dresses that just popped with the HDR or the red lipstick or something. It was just wonderful to experience. And it's a movie that's very languid. It takes its time. It doesn't seem to be in a rush, and almost feels very like vampires in general. They're in no rush. They're immortal. They can take their time, toy with their prey. It's all about that the fun that they can garner from doing that, which I really kind of liked a lot within the film. Daughters of Darkness had wonderful performances, 3 beautiful women giving amazingly different performances that all worked remarkably well. There is a fantastic final 15 minutes that really leaves a mark on the movie. It's one of those ones where you go out on a high, and I even enjoyed the little stinger at the end of this film. Daughters of Darkness was stunning to look at. It's not a movie that I'm just going to throw on constantly. It's one I'm going to sit down, pay attention, and just wallow in whenever I do watch it. But I'd love to know your thoughts on this film. Let me know in the comment box below, and I will see you next time on Man v Film.